Hey, hi everybody. So today my message is to the dreamers. Like I'm a dreamer myself. I dream big, and I want to work hard, and I want to stay humble in my life. That's SARFRAZ Khan for you. And I have a global business, and this is my fresh beginning of a new chapter in my journey as an entrepreneur. And I'm so excited that over the past 10 years, I'm blessed to have that opportunity to build a global community of entrepreneurs around the world. And this is something which has been a positive change in my life, and through this entrepreneurship it's incredibly meaningful to be a part of the social change what I'm doing in my life. And I'm looking forward to share more and more exciting stories and the journey together as I build a stronger community. And I want to be making a bigger social impact through the work what I'm engaged in. So it really takes a lot to accomplish big things in life. So it starts with small triple steps of a life, and then that's the tidal wave what we can create in our life. So we need to have faith, we need to think positive, and we need to keep moving. So guys, I want to discuss to you today about how facts can really change ourselves. So we need to have our facts right. So that's most important fact of our life. So whether we know it or not, our core beliefs have a complete control over our own lives, guys. So they are literally the rules. It's like a blueprint of a life. We consciously or subconsciously determine all our decisions and actions and our feelings. So we really need to know the facts about what our life really rules over things. Our belief can either empower us to great heights, or it can limit us through whatever doubts can take us to. So there's a nice quote by Henry Ford, which I like to quote, guys, is think you can and think you can't. So either way you can think is either you think you can do it or you can't do it. The option is up to you. What do you like to select? What do you like to pick for yourself in your life? So it is important because life is unfair. Today the life is unfair. You know what we are going through. We are in a different situation and we were not prepared for it. So this is how life is. It will come in through different kind of situations all in front of us. And what do we take? How do we handle it? How do we have to, indulge in it? So it's life. We have to be prepared. We have to take it up, and we have to be challenging in our life. Otherwise, we're not going to survive. So get used to it. It really becomes beautiful in our eyes if you get used to things. So when you basically when you change the way you look at things, then the things you look at change. The Dr. Wayne Dyer gave a very good statement, and definitely this is something what I take into my life, and I really take this meaningful thoughts to myself, and I want to keep the calmness of the mind, and I want to be grateful because the rejection what we encounter in this world is nothing than the reality that exists in our own mind, guys. It's nature, it's a way of telling us to go back and work on ourselves to become the vibrational person we always wanted to be. Otherwise, you cannot reap what you have not sown. So a lot of people say, I'm unable to do this thing, I'm unable to do this thing. So guys, you need to really get into reality check of yourself. That are you really prepared to what kind of a role you've got into? Have you basically worked on yourself to get to that level? So that's the law, guys. It's dominating principle. It's the universal principle. So you need to have the obedience of molding and getting the substance of life in yourself. So guys, don't forget, any business that grows, it grows as the person has grown with it, with his mind, with his thought, with his approach, with his right mindset. So we don't like to accept what we are. We are the cause of everything. People come and say, "Hey, boss." So always there's a rejection that we take it as a poison. We don't like to take kind of criticisms, and these criticisms are really something which happens to our business. It's something happens to a lot of things. We like to suspect that there's really nothing that you can do about it, I can do about my business, and there's nothing going good about my business, and there's everything bad happening around it. So we are taking that rejection, and we have started believing that we are here as a blame person, and that's the life, and this is how you start following it. And when you get into this trap, there's nothing what you can do about it, guys. So that's how regret will get into your life. So what are you talking about? Your life or your business is nothing to do with you. Your business is your reflection of what you can contribute to your business, and that's the perfect reflection how you get it out perfect in life. So you need to really invest the right approach, the right, and you need to upgrade yourself. So if you don't like what's happening in your business, don't blame it to anybody else, or your upline, or your business partners, or anyone you are into, whatever kind of form of business are you into. The circumstances totally come on. Your situation is you responsible yourself for it. So in order to create a personal reality, you need to overcome and you need to live in the present personality, and you have to change. As how things get difficult, you need to improvise. And don't forget, guys, nobody changes till you don't get that right energy into your system. So there is infinite possibilities in our life. It just needs a shift program, guys. Most of us in our life, we basically 90%, 95% of us who are memorize a set of behaviors. We're living in a set of behaviors, and this unconscious habit that we have functioned like a program in our body, in our mind, and we have living our life from so long, and and we are just following this, and it's just not happening. How will it happen, guys, unless you think it's a beautiful program how you're living right now, and is that making you happy? Do you think you want to stay where you are right now, or you really want to get yourself reconditioned and put your body into a different new mindset? That's up to you. That's totally your call. There's no one who can do it for you. It's a mind work. It's how the shurikens and the new patterns of life of combination you want to put into your system and your ideology. So it's totally up to you. You need to remind yourself every day, who are you and how do you want to be loved? What is your mind moves? What are your infinite kind of dreams? What are your signature things you want to do in your life? What is your personality? What do you want to do? What are you made up of? What do you think? How do you act about your life? What do you feel? These are something which you really need to give yourself a thought process, guys. Because people become frustrated, because once you get frustrated and you start feeling that that you are no way out of it, and you're just locked and you're blocked and your life is there and you're totally finished over there. That's no such world. That's there's no reality as such. No world that exists like this. We are surrounded by infinite possibilities, guys. What we need is a shift, a perception, and an attitude, and we can begin to see these possibilities. So this is my message to everyone: to get this mindset, get that shift, guys, and understand that every circumstances today we see there's a possibility and there is a huge potential, and we have a great energy, and we can push ourselves in the great expression of what we are really living today. So we just need to get the calmness of our mind and just need to rearrange ourselves. We just need to organize ourselves. We just need to be the person of passion and get that abundance in our life, and we can get that beauty, and we can remain with this beauty, and we can definitely know how things will change for us. So guys, everything is going to end. We know that youth is going to end, love is going to end, life will be ending, all ends. But that is not the end of the story. That what makes them valuable, guys. So that's why we value life today. Today we are so scared about the virus because we value our life. We don't want to get ourselves killed by the virus. So that's why we take these protections. So everything that ends and everything that value creates value, that is the thing what we need to understand, guys. So I have a value. I have a time where we are living in the possibilities where we don't have things as per our idle position. We're not working today. We know where our jobs are going to take us. There are 90% startups which have invested big money in restaurant business to new cargo businesses and many other businesses in the world today. They don't have the work up cost now. They don't have a survival cost in the market. How long are they going to sustain? Because today to invest 30 lakh, 40 lakh rupees for any business to start up with your ideology of a new entrepreneurship mindset, it's you don't have the kind of money and you don't have that costing today. So and today people have totally whatever savings they had, they have totally exhausted. So they have been worked out now, they're totally lost over there. So the time today is totally gotten them into a different question. So now today people are been thinking, but I have an idea and I have a system which you don't need to do so much of an investment, so much of an head breaking. You don't have to do so much of an e-commerce system. You don't have to do something which is where you need to personally put so much of your own wealth to get started, guys. I want to show you a fresh breath, energy, live a life, live with responsibility, give your family, give yourself that treat what you always want to give yourself, guys. So I have an e-commerce platform which is growing very big, and we can start with a very small investment, and this can definitely put your mind into a real sense of growth and real sense of energy. And guys, this is changing life around the world globally, and there are people who are vice president, who the people who are doing big business entrepreneurs or big business owners today are getting into an e-commerce business, what we have station and platform. So it's a global business. We are a business, and I'm growing, and I'm creating that family. I'm creating that like-minded people with the right mindset. So I create these Zoom calls. I go on Zoom call individually and I talk to people, and this is how we're building the team globally. And I'm happy that I'm able to build around the world, and I'm happy that I know people around the world, and I'm really excited that if we have that mind shift and we have the gear of getting ourselves into that level, you're most welcome and get in touch with me. God bless, and thanks for hearing me out, and I appreciate your time for listening me out, and we can definitely connect if you think my words make some sense. We can definitely value our time together if we can connect. God bless. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.